Hiya, this is my classical guitar. It's a Kremona S65S Green Globe. It's quite a cheap classical guitar, but for the money I paid for it, I've been really happy with it. I've had a few classical guitars in my time. I'm not really a classical guitarist. More of a folk guitarist. I play more steel string guitars, or I have done in the past, but I have had classical guitars as well all the time. And maybe it's my age as I'm getting older. I feel myself more drawn to the sound of the nylon strings of classical guitar, and the resonance is different. They just sound lovely fingerstyle. They're still sustained, but it's not the same. So I've got some lovely steel string guitars, and I've had in my time of having done classicals, I've had Alhambras. I've had a couple of Alhambras. I've had some Admiras, beginners guitars too, but probably slightly more expensive than this one. This was bought in a local shop. Just passed by and I saw it and went, oh, that looks quite nice. It probably sounds quite nice too. I'll give it a go. And trying guitar in shops is always a bit dangerous, so I ended up going home with this one. And I've had no regrets. I've had this for a couple of years now, and it's been lovely. I play it pretty much every day. It's become my guitar of choice, really. Even though I've got steel string guitars that are worth probably 4 times the price I paid for this. So I've kind of been looking out lately for what I'm gonna look for a replacement for this, because I play it so much. I'd like the next step up, really, something a bit better. I'm really not sure what to get, so I'm doing a lot of thinking about that at the moment. And you might ask why I need anything better than this, and it's a good question, because it's a very good guitar. It does most of what I want. Having had nicer classical guitars in the past, I know that having some better woods and a bit more workmanship, I'd get a better sound. But not only that, I do know that there's frets on this that aren't quite right, and yeah, I could put them right. I could spend a lot of time leveling all the frets off, maybe even replacing the frets, and getting them level, because there's a few lumps in this fingerboard. But even so, the workmanship's not 100% fantastic. It's a guitar that it's pretty much, I don't know how they produce guitars as well as this for the money, because it's it's really, really good for a beginner's student guitar. It's there's not too much to say, really, but the neck's quite chunky too. I've kind of got used to that. I know Alhambra guitar necks are quite chunky too. Admira necks are a little bit thinner. So I can't remember the make of the other classicals I've had, and I played a lot as well, and they're a lot thinner. I've also had a while ago, I had a Yamaha hybrid guitar, which was lovely, but lacking in resonance. A beautiful guitar plugged in, and the neck fantastic, lovely to play. I bought it just because it was so easy to play, but it just lacked the resonance, and it didn't sound as good acoustically as this little guitar, which again cost about a quarter of the price of the Yamaha that I had. So sometimes that's what I love about playing the guitar. You just play that E minor chord, the first chord everyone learns. You play that chord, and that resonance, that sound that you get, I never get tired of that. That's the pretty thing about guitars. So I'm just moodling around on this now. I don't really know what to do on it. So there we go. That's a little review of my Kremona. I don't even handcrafted in Bulgaria. So and yeah, I'm pretty sure these are handcrafted, made in a very small factory, I would imagine, made really nicely, and the wood's good. It's a mahogany back and sides and a spruce top on this. I like the spruce top on classicals. I've had a few cedar tops. Cedar is a warmer sound, and cedar, I love cedar on folk guitars, not quite so much on classical guitars. One of the problems for me looking for a classical guitar to replace this one, or not necessarily to replace it, but to move forward, is finding a spruce topped one, because I don't think I'm going to get on with a cedar one. So there we go. But anyone who's looking for a beginner's classical guitar, that step up from a beginner, because it's not the beginners. You know, you get a beginner's guitar for like €100 or £100 in the UK. That you've got a beginner's guitar, and a pretty good beginner's guitar. This one's kind of the next step up. This was around about 200 and it was between 200 and 250, I think, euros. So it's a step up. Really, it's a beginner's guitar with a solid top, and yeah. So there you go. Anyone who's looking for a guitar, slightly the next step up, or a good beginner's guitar, I would definitely go for one of these. It's a beautiful guitar for the money. Like I say, it has its faults. Like I say, the frets aren't perfect, but no beginner's guitar. The frets aren't perfect on any beginner's guitar. So this price, and really, you've really got to notice. I notice it because there's a few notes that I play on here that don't. Again, it's something you get used to from playing them. So there we go. Cheers for watching. Catch you next time. This is a review from me. I don't often do reviews these days, but I like to do them occasionally. So there we go. Take care, guys. Cheers.